Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's the House of Dirt Monday night right here in Studio O2, brought to you by Chaz's Used Auto Parts. We got a big show on tap tonight on this cold December evening. We're in-house. Big energy, elbows up always. The House of Dirt always bringing the good stuff. That's right. Fast Freddy, he's on the AV. Mark the Shark's with us tonight from Llama Farming. He's over there on the computer. We got some great guests lined up. Man, I got to tell you what, I'm super excited. We appreciate everyone out there tuning in, taking an opportunity to see what's going on here in the Elbows Up world. You guys tuned in for us there Monday night. We appreciate that. Tonight, obviously, we know the Dome's running right there, and some of you are going to do double duty, and that's good. You're going to watch both. So, having said that, let me get back here to my my work area. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Now, episode, you ready for this? 74. Episode 74, ladies and gentlemen. That's amazing. And who'd ever thought we'd get to episode 74? I'm stoked about it. Fred, you good up there? Okay, the crowd's doing good out there. We're set. We're set. That's exactly right. Man, we're coming off a holiday Festivus, I must call it. Okay, Thanksgiving, that's right, where everybody travels and comes home, the turkeys and duck turkins or turk duckins, however they want to say it. And we had a good Thanksgiving here in the east side, downtown Rouserville. We hope you did as well, that's for sure. You know, there's a lot going on right now, believe it or not. Freddie, we good up top? We're good? Okay, Mark, we're good over there? Okay, that's what's good. Always got to check with these guys. We won't get ahead of ourselves. We're not good. We got to stop and fix something. You know what I'm saying? But no, there's a lot going on. We've got a lot of shows lined up coming up here in the month of December and January and February. And before you know it, racing will be starting back up again. Once again, the Dome is on tonight, right? We got a few locals out there. We got Troutmans out there. We see Hardy's out there. You know, man, what a place. I'm sure it'll be pretty exciting, you know. First and foremost, though, we want to thank our sponsors. That's most important. You know what I'm saying? Without them, it's not possible. Okay, here we go. We're going to run the sponsors, guys. You ready? TRW Race Cars. That's right. Tom and DJ Myers out of Worleystown, Pennsylvania. And I'm going to tell you, they give you some past and present technology in them TRW race cars. They got two of them running out there right now. They're currently taking orders for them, and they're safe, affordable, and competitive. You get a hold of them guys. Chaz's Logistics, Scrap Daddy himself. You know him, out of Tawnytown, Pennsylvania. He's running up and down the roads hauling the freight. He's also our proud sponsor, additionally, to Studio O2, which we are in right now. You know what I'm saying? Studio O2. So we appreciate Chaz a lot and for what he does in the racing community. Riding for Suicide Awareness, Richie Dobson, man, formerly, you know, Richie, he drove race cars. He was the tech guy, the director, and then he drove a little more, okay? So, but most importantly, he's doing some super special, and that's with the suicide prevention and awareness. Kudos to him. God bless him and his efforts. He goes above and beyond to do that. Remember, text 988. 988. That is exactly right. Everybody's life is worth a lot. Okay. TA Work Construction, Home Remodeling, 40-plus years in the business, a Navy vet, sponsors a 270 microclass at Path Valley Speedway. He does a lot of renovation work and such, and puts on a lot of shows up at the Quarter Mile, Bull Ring, and Spring Run we like to call Path Valley. Geared Up Firearms, sales, training, cleaning, Westminster, Maryland. They're always down there doing concealed training classes and a lot of gun sales and cleaning and stuff. Good people there. D&D Auto Recycling, Williamsport, Maryland. Don't go over there and see Dougie, right? Midway Seal Coating, Tommy Slanker. That's right. Tommy and his son, Cole Slanker, they're laying the, well, they ain't doing it now. They ain't seal coating nothing now. They're on the break right now because you can't seal coat. It's too cold. But, no, them guys really put in a hard effort at what they do, and it's not easy work. Moving on. Here we go. How about Jones's Custom Detailing, huh? Located in Chambersburg. Old Jonesy. He gets the job done. Superb detailing inside and out. You find him on Facebook. He wheeled the number 5 East Coast Legend. He'll be back in the stables coming up here in 2026. That's right. So see Jones for custom detail. You tell him Elbows Up sent you. Dillman Hauling out of New Bloomfield, Pennsylvania. Dump trucks. They're hauling wood, any kind of aggregate, sand, you name it. They're hauling it, man. Dillman's Hauling. And part of the owner, obviously, Brad Dillman. His daughter, Jensen Dillman, was Miss Path Valley, and she will be Miss Winglet Sportsman coming up this year. Freeze Motorsports, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the East Coast Legends. All of your Legends car needs. Official Onyx dealer of Pennsylvania. Find them on Facebook. Great ethics, leadership, the Class Act organization. And, man, we're going to hear about them here in just a little bit, okay? So don't go anywhere. I even got a #1 fan in the house tonight. That's right. I'm probably going to bring him up there and just introduce him to the world. You know what I'm saying? Old Briggs. We'll get to Briggs here directly. I ain't letting Briggs get out of here without giving Briggs some love. You know what I'm saying? TB's Auto Body, 35-plus years in the business, Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. He sponsors a lot with the Thunder cars up at Path Valley Speedway. Quality body work. You see Tim Burkholder. Excellent guy. We talked about Chaz's used auto parts. Chaz is 30 years in the business, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 30 years. That's something to be said for. G-Money Transport out of Tawnytown, Maryland. I believe that's his son. He's hauling the freight up and down the road as well. He's a proud sponsor here. Dan's Auto Repair, downtown Rouseville on the east side. Full service garage, inspections, tire rotations, oil changes, complete overhauls. You stop in and see Chad. He'll take care of you. Bob Dunn Racing Products. Find him on Facebook. Stock car, drag, street rod. Hoosier Tires, American Race Tires, Fuel Alky, bodies, parts. He's a complete shop up there near Port Royal and 75 in East Waterford, Pennsylvania. Amsoil by Aaron Miller, oils, lubes, and greases. He's your dealer in that area, Hagerstown area, Washington County. You get a hold of Aaron, he'll take care of you. Piper's Complete Lawn Care Service. We had those guys here on Monday night. That's right. If you had a chance to tune in, it was Beyond the Tech Shed. We discussed the 525 motors versus the 358 steel block traditional limited late model motors. We had Don Blackshear on the phone. He's the man behind that program out of North Carolina, and you guys had a lot of good questions. And Piper's, they're mowing grass, okay, in Mercersburg, Pennsylvania. Mow, trim, landscape, yard cleanup. Not doing a whole lot now because it's winter. MGK Racing, Michelle Gunner, Keith Walls, limited late model race team right here in Franklin County, Pennsylvania. Driver of the 462 and the number 85. Cannon Powder Coating. We can't forget our friends at Cannon Powder Coating, ladies and gentlemen. You will not find a more affordable, more, top-notch, I'm going to call it, powder coating, sandblasting organization in the area. Plus the Victory Circle program they got going on. You go there. Listen to this, guys. I'm going to throw it out there. You take your race car there. You get it powder coated. Let's say it's a late model. And you put a sticker on it, 1 inch thick by 5 inches long, okay, and you win, and every time you win, you show him proof of that, and he gives you cash money. I believe a late model is like $250, $300. I mean, come on. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome, okay? And they also do other things, too, not just race cars. I mean, they'll powder coat anything you have, okay? Veteran-owned as well, okay? Victory Lane Repair, okay? Kyle Lee, driver of the Super Late Model 2T. He's the owner, located in Greencastle off I-81 beside the John Wayne truck wash, right, Fred? Heavy truck repair, overhauls, inspections. And, Fred, did you bring any of that banana bread tonight? I'm hungry. I just want to throw that out there. That ain't good, Fred. We were on the road. Walls, wallpapering, and painting. That's right. Todd Walls in business, 35 years, interior, exterior painting and wall painting. Quality work, very dependable. He's also a driver of the 500cc PA Micro Midgets. He does very well in that, and he has a stellar, and I mean stellar, painting and wallpapering business. You give him a call, Todd Walls. Ashley Yoder designs, wraps, decals, signs, apparel. Find her on Facebook. She's also a proud sponsor of the Who's Hot on the weekly Bottom Line newscast in the racing world. She does wonderful work on the race cars and such. And we can't forget, obviously, our DH Mart, been in business 55-plus years, residential, agricultural, and commercial excavation, utility work, family-owned, multi-generation, and, man, you just didn't get any better than them folks. He's also a proud supporter, contributor of the East Coast Legends series. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give her a double, triple, quadruple look here, and I think we got them all. You know what I'm saying? I rolled through them successfully, Mark, in what, about 5.5 minutes?
You're getting better.
That's about how long it takes you to groom one of them llamas down at the farm. Mark, I tell you, I've never dreamed of the day that I'd have a llama farmer, you know what I'm saying, in the studio doing work for us. I really haven't.
First time for everything.
There is, Mark. I tell you, I envy you. I envy you to be able to work with them llamas.
I was going to bring one along.
You go ahead, Mark. You're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. So, wow, that was a mouthful. We thank our viewers once again. Without you, it's not possible, just like our sponsors. You're interested in becoming a sponsor? Get a hold of us. We'll get you fixed up. There's all different levels we can work with on that and get you on the backdrop, get you on a signboard, the whole 9 yards. We'll be releasing our plans here after the first of the year of where we may roam, okay, in 2026. But, it's been a great year. I'll just talk about that a second. We were in a lot of places. We were in the high 60s, dang near 70 for the amount of races we attended. And we put a lot of miles on, didn't we, Freddie? We slept in a lot of Sheets parking lots and pilot truck stops, and we were on the move, buddy. And we talked to a lot of great people in the motorsports and the racing world, and it was good. It was good. We built a lot of fans. We got to see a lot of places, and we're glad we did it. There's no doubt about it. Is everybody doing good, Mark? You're squared up there. We're tuned up good. Anybody logged?
Jensen.
Okay.
Ryan Walls.
Okay.
Grace.
Alan Grace?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Good deal. Freddie, you're good. Sounds good. We always want to check on this. Okay. Freddie's the master sound man. He's like DJ Electra. You know what I'm saying? He gets to look at him. I love it, Freddie. I love it. You wear the headset and everything. You look like DJ Jazzy Fresh Prince or whatever that guy was. You know what I'm saying? Or Quicksilver. Yeah. Anyways, we're done.
One of these days we need to turn the video around for Fred.
We will some of these days. I don't want to spoil him. I just want to hold off a little bit. You know what I mean? Fred's just starting to get his form like DJ Quicksilver did. And look where that guy's at now. I mean, he's doing big things. You know what I'm saying? So, man, tonight is a great show. Episode 74. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, this is the House of Dirt, brought to you by Elbows Up Dirt Productions. I'm Tommy Cordell. We have not one, but two guests on episode 74 tonight, and we're going to get to it right now. So our first guest, he had a very successful career in dirt late model racing. I was there to watch a lot of it as a young man, obviously. And the past few years, he's acquired and rebranded what is now the East Coast Legends, under the Freeze family. And it's obviously it's been very successful. There's no doubt about it. We've had the fortune of being able to work with them, and I'm going to say help them grow with certain things, and we've enjoyed that. We truly have. And they have their store, their fabrication shop, it Freeze Motorsports, and that's doing really well. And since it's rebranded as Freeze Motorsports, the growth has been superior. I got to be honest. When you look at the numbers, and Mark the Shark does a lot of stats for us, obviously, and the numbers have been more than impressive. As a friend, a show supporter, and a successful businessman, and I tell you, old Hollywood, he could wheel them late models, in the day, and I'm sure if he got in one tomorrow, he'd still give her hell. But without further ado, please welcome Hollywood Devin Freeze. There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, here's your drink. I think I'm going to get another drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get one in here, and I'm just drinking a Coca-Cola. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been on this all-water kick.
I don't like water.
I don't either. It's hard. I mean, it is. It's hard. Like I'm not used to having to pee that many times a day, Devin. You know what I'm saying? And seriously, but I got to be honest though, it does kind of make you feel a little healthier, But I still enjoy a good old Coca-Cola now and then. Is that your favorite? You're a Pepsi guy?
I'm a Diet Pepsi guy.
A Diet Pepsi guy. Okay. Was you ever a Mountain Dewer?
Just if I need to pick me up.
Yeah, right. Remember the Code Red stuff? Like you go to bed and your legs stuck straight out because you couldn't get it to bend?
That's right.
Right? Okay. So hold on here. Let me undo this. And we're going to hope that this don't fizz. Come on. You got to be. I was worried that would.
You aced it.
I did. So I tell you, how you been?
Been good. Yeah, we've had a Thanksgiving was good. Got with family. But getting ready to carry into a lot of different things. But things have been good.
So Thanksgiving, the family, all that went well. You ate some turkey. Did you nap after turkey?
No, I didn't because my Cowboys were on.
Oh yeah,
After we ate, so
right.
And I was pumped because they won.
Yeah.
So when they win, I don't sleep well.
You're pumped up. It's like Code Red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I tell you, Fred, we got to check the born on dates on this Coke because I don't know. It tastes like a mix between a Pepsi, a Dr. Pepper, and a Mountain Dew.
None of it's any good since they quit using cane sugar.
Well, you're right. This could, quite frankly, have been in there since the 2022 race season. But hey, it's a Coca-Cola.
I still remember the one getting a little bottle of Coke.
Right.
That was a Coke.
Fred's showing his age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all getting older. He's proud of it, though. He's proud of it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, well, I tell you what. We look at 2025, obviously, and that season's behind us. And man, talk about some growth in the world of East Coast Legends. Okay, I mean the series, whether it's the amount of drivers, different winners, yada yada yada, the store under Freeze Motorsports, the traffic in and out, it's really taken off.
Yeah, it has. Probably even more than we expected.
Yeah.
Especially with the car counts that we have had at any given week. I was looking at some stats and statistics here of the year, the whole year of 2025, and we averaged 10 cars per race more in 25 than what we did in 24.
Okay.
Which we looked at every other series out there, and we were the most by far. That has increased by that.
Yeah.
So I feel proud about that.
Oh, 100%. I mean, when you look at that, when you look at any different series, I mean, you know what it's like out there right now in the regional race thing going on. You know, it hurts some places, obviously, you know. Yeah. And, and, you know, going back, obviously, you're no stranger to racing by any means. Like I said, you wheeled that late model, super late model for years. You've been successful in that. You understand the dynamics of the sport. And to me, I got to be honest, when you have raced and then you own a series or own a track, lease, whatever, I think it's good. It's valuable. It's a valuable experience because you understand it from both ends.
Yeah, we've been on both sides of it. And, you know, is it perfect? No. Will it ever be? No, it will not. But not because of lack of effort or anything like that. You know, there's a lot of things going behind the scenes that from a lot of people that has made the success of East Coast Legends successful.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not me or
Sure.
anybody else. It's a
You got a good
lot of
team.
people, good team.
Yeah.
And a lot of good racers and families that support us week in, week out. And, you know, that all put together just creates a good atmosphere for good racing.
Oh, 100%. I mean, when you look at your team, obviously, and you look at your collective of drivers, and look at some of the numbers, like you guys ran several times non-qualifiers or two features because you've had car counts in the 40s or nearing the 40s. That's remarkable.
Yeah, we did. I think our highest car count this year was 49. That was down at Winchester. And I don't know our lowest, but I think it was in the upper teens, which, again, we were proud of. But, I mean, we were doing, you know, several weeks at Winchester at the beginning of the year, we were mid to upper 40 car count. And, you know, it's great, but in the same breath, at least Craig was kind enough to run a second feature or a non-qualifier race because we were sending 24, 28 cars home. Exactly. That didn't make the A main, so they got to run and get laps, which is what we all need.
And you said the exact word, they got to run and get laps. At that point in time, from my standpoint of starting out, when Greg's done it down there, where there's been that many limiteds, and he said, tell you what, $100 to win for the non-qualifiers or a second feature. The rest of you get, you know, like total money, 25. It ain't even about the money then. You got the race.
Yeah.
You know, nobody likes to load up.
Yeah, no, nobody does. And you know, I don't think any of us are in racing for the money. You know,
Right.
We're there because we love it and we enjoy it and we want to race. And, you know, I think if you ask anybody, especially in our series, that you want your show up money or would you want to run a feature, and they would pick run a feature.
No, 100%,
You know, get
all day
laps in.
long.
That's what they're there for. So it was very nice of them to do that.
Yeah. Now, looking at some of the tracks, obviously the East Coast Legends have journeyed to, there were several new tracks on the docket this season of 2025. One of them stands out in my mind, because I was there, was Kutztown.
Yeah.
And so you guys have embarked on some new journeys there at different racetracks. And I think that's your sight out ahead of you is great to do that because you just don't know what beholds. Quite frankly, I thought that Kutztown went pretty good.
It went extremely well, and you know, we even had some of our guys like, "Nah, it's too small, it won't work," and we went 20 laps solid green.
Right. It was, wasn't it?
We had no cautions. You know, Colton won that night, but it was a good race, and everybody loved it. And you know, 98% ready to release our 2026 schedule. You know, Mike Donald's working on that for me. And they look like they're back on the schedule for a race or two. I can't remember. But, yeah, new tracks. We try to get to new tracks. We tried to look at it from a traveling expense also for teams.
Sure.
You know, it's tough, especially Friday night races, to get travel 3 or 4 hours is tough. I get that, and so we try not to do that. But you know, I think last year we had 7 or 8 tracks that we turned down.
See, that's remarkable.
Yeah, and this year I think we're 8 or 9 tracks that we have turned down so far with dates.
Well, that's a good problem to have. You
yeah,
have to turn
I mean,
people down,
right.
but on the other hand, you're doing something right as a series, obviously,
Yeah.
if people want you to come there and race.
Yeah. I mean, we've been contacted from Delaware to southern New York,
Oh, my.
and New Jersey, all that. But you know, again, we're small, and
Yeah.
you know, we want to try to take care of our local
Local
racers that we
regional-
have, regional guys. So yeah, it's a good problem.
Yeah. Freddie, how's things up there sound-wise? We good?
Good.
Look at that. Freddie gives us a thumbs up.
Thumbs
You know
up.
what I'm saying? That's right. People keep waving at me in the audience. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
keep waving
Yeah,
back. at
right,
you, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? How you doing?
2 minutes.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Mark, he's over there. Mark's trying to. Mark, are you doing good?
Yep, Big John says hello.
Big John wins it. Okay, Big John, says hello. Hello, Big John.
Yep.
Brian Scott and Robert McQuaid.
McQuaid's Army, Scott's Brian Scott, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I tell you, bud. You know, even, you know, obviously we've been up to the shop, okay, the store, and under Freeze Motorsports, and we got the privilege of doing the, you know, our twice a month deal there with Mike or yourself.
Yep.
And there was always something to talk about. You know what I mean? More than just who won. Not that that's not important, but there's just always something going on in the burner that's positive in the right direction. You know?
Yeah, and some of it was just us expanding, which is something we can talk about here later too, as far as the expansion. But you know, last year we weren't really set up to do repairs on some of the chassis like we are now.
Right.
You know, we had an okay jig. Now we have a great jig that we can jig cars front and rear clips. You know, Moses Gates, my nephew, does all that for us. You know, he's a welder by trade, so he does a great job squaring everything up and so forth. And it is just, you know, it's picking up steam. We're getting more and more busier on that end. Some guys from Ohio are coming in to have stuff done for us to do for them. So it's growing, yes.
Oh, 100%. You know, and speaking of that, obviously you've been there in Greencastle, okay, and man, I always forget, it's Stonebridge. Correct? Stonebridge. I always get hung up on it. I forget it, you know what I mean? I know how to get there, but I always forget the name. But anyway, Stonebridge, okay, is where the current headquarters, the flagship is, of Freeze Motorsports. The showroom's there.
Yep.
The shop's there. Okay, I call it the house cars are there. The fabrication goes on there. Any of that work goes on there. But you know, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, it's been in the making. Okay, and it's become a noteworthy thing that area right there is going to go away, and it is going to move itself to where, Devin?
Yeah, we are proud to announce that our new location will be more in town of Chambersburg, 800 Lincoln Way West.
Okay.
It will be the address, and that will all happen over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. We're hoping to be moved in there by year end, and up and running and selling out of the 800 Lincoln Way West location. It's in a facility that will house Freeze Motorsports, my race teams, the bus business as well, as well as my construction.
All under one
all
roof.
under one roof. It's a 13,000 square foot building. It has 2 beautiful showrooms that is kind of split in half the way it's laid out. Freeze Motorsports will occupy one half of it, and then DL Freeze Transportation will occupy the other as far as the showrooms. And then there's a 5,000 square foot garage, which will house the racing stuff, and general maintenance for buses
Yeah.
and vans and so forth. It will have its own welding room.
Okay.
We will set jigs up in to do all that kind of stuff. So we have a lot that's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 weeks at Christmas time. So we'll be busy, but
Yeah.
we got a team of guys in place to make it all happen, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, man, 100%. You take the square footage where we are at Stonebridge is probably
Well, the parts room or the showroom there is only about 600 square feet.
okay.
The showroom at the new place alone is about 1,300 square feet.
There you go.
So we're more than doubling what we're going to have. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we're excited.
Dude, that's awesome. I don't know what other way to put it, but to be able to under one roof like that, first of all, it makes your job as an owner with either East Coast, the Freeze Motorsports,
Yeah.
the businesses. It makes it nice. It's all right there.
Yeah, it'll be huge that Kelby and Logan, the guys that work for me every
Yeah.
day and race for me, will be there, and I can juggle them around. And then the 2 new drivers that are coming on board this year for me,
Okay.
which we can talk about
Yeah.
then. But we're excited about that, to have them there and be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. And, the service, when you got a little room, and obviously the showroom, I think it's outgrown itself now where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly. Because you got 100
We have.
times more stuff. I know you want to get out there like that.
Yeah, definitely. And we're proud of that, but we weren't prepared for it in a
Right,
sense.
yeah.
'Cause
Another good problem.
Yeah, when I remember Dad telling me, like, man, it's a big room, that we added on for Freeze Motorsports in the East Coast Legend Series to sell the parts, and but it's full now. I mean, there's complete cars sitting
Yeah.
there, there's bodies sitting there, there's chassis sitting there,
Yeah.
along with all the bolt-on parts. So I mean,
Isn't it going to be fun to organize a new area?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, isn't it?
yeah,
You get the
I'm
doll
hoping
and
to
all
stay
that.
away, but I'll put somebody in charge of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be good stuff. Seriously. And
Right,
here's the
right,
thing,
right.
guys. Like, we've talked about this before. The crossover into racing in general, like a guy or girl can go there to your place, not just for East Coast Legends stuff, for generalized
Yeah.
racing things. And you invite them to do that, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely items that we carry that can be used on any form of racing. Hymens and ball joints
Yeah.
and radius rods and,
Yeah.
and just different things. And if we don't carry it, we can get it.
Yeah.
We're set up to do so. So yeah, we're and that end of it is slowly picking up speed as well.
Yeah.
Some of the other series as far as buying parts from us.
No, that's great. That's great. And it's great for you, and it's a give back to the customers, obviously, that you're servicing out there. Onyx, official dealer of
Yep.
Pennsylvania, and you guys got the goods. And you're right. She gets crammed up in there in the showroom now. I mean,
Yeah.
but the cars and stuff floating around, and I mean, that'd be a breath of fresh air. I'm sure it's exciting, to be able to time you can expand something on a good note like that, and be like, man, we got room just for this here, and this is its own stuff here. And for instance, rear end stuff, braking stuff, you get to do a ton of stuff like that.
Yeah, and with the new shop, we'll be able to provide better service to the
Yeah.
customers. Our shops now, Moses finished up a rear clip job today on a car, but we had another guy that wants to bring his car down for a body, and we're like, well, hold off till we get this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I don't
yeah.
like doing that, but we're just maxed out.
Well, 'cause you're maxed out
We're
on
maxed
room.
out where we
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
So that won't happen in this building. So
Well, good.
We're excited.
I mean, that's great. I kudos to you guys. Seriously, it's been nothing but success. And your father, Bob. I got to tell you, we went to Kutztown. Bob,
you rode with him.
Yeah, the patriarch of the Freeze Motorsports. Oh yeah, man. We rode up together. We rode back. We had a jolly old conversation up and back. We did. You know what I'm saying? That was a good time.
That's
I
good.
enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Your dad's a great guy. Great to be around. Mark, what do you got shaking up there?
Oh, well, we got Ashley Welsh, Jamie Conley,
Jamie Conley, Ashley Welch,
Aaron Miller,
Aaron Miller,
Amanda Spielman.
Amanda Spielman,
Todd Ward says he enjoys watching the Legends at the Path.
that's T.A. Ward.
Thank you.
And this is a good one. Gunner says, let him run a Legend one time.
There
We'll
you
do
go.
that.
Yeah, throw him in there. Oh, heck yeah. No, I tell you, They look, them things look, I mean, you've ran them, obviously. You've
Yeah.
been successful in them. I mean, I've seen you put on some slinging downright good old racing up there at the bull ring, you know?
Yeah, they're a blast. I tell people, and they're like, first of all, they always say, "How do you fit in that thing?" As big as I am, and I'm like, in all honesty, the cockpit in these legend cards really is not much smaller than what they were in my super late models.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's about the same.
Yeah.
But as far as fun, like I'm having a blast with this.
Good.
Like absolutely having a blast with it. And my super late model days were a blast also. But
Yeah.
that got to the point where there was so much money involved
grind.
that it took the fun out of it.
It is. It's a
It was truly a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you had to act like that and run like that. Where this is a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
And I'm just truly having a blast myself and my drivers and team.
Well, yeah, your drivers, obviously. We'll talk about here a minute. Obviously, we'll talk about your team. Obviously, Mike Donald, okay?
Yep.
He's there with the store.
Yep.
And he's your man there. And then he does the promotion.
Correct.
As such. Okay, so he's out and about doing things, obviously. You take and you look at your father, obviously, he's involved. He's always in the parts truck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's growing the parts truck.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
And that's good to know. The guys that got a parts truck, it goes to the racetrack wherever they're racing at, which is a good thing. And once again, Mike said guys have bought stuff off the parts truck that's not even in Legends, and they needed parts and things.
Right.
So that's cool. You look at your drivers. Obviously, last year your son, the Iceman, Kelby Freeze.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He really progressed.
Yes, he
a
did.
lot behind the wheel.
Yeah.
A lot. And I'm sure you're proud of that. That must
Yeah.
be a great
Very
dad,
proud.
son proud thing, And when I drove, I just busted them up. Not the Lexus, but the Limited. You
Right
know what I
on.
mean?
Yeah, I
Oh
got you.
man,
I've been there.
Oh yeah, you see the quarter panels hanging up
Yeah.
there. Oh yeah, But you look at your other Logan Jones, right? Old Jonesy. He's back.
Yep.
Again, we on this year. You take a look. Jeremy Ott ran some races, and obviously he's coming back. Okay, and
Yep.
going to do some racing. Moses. Moses started to put together. Moses
Yep, he
came a
did.
long way.
He did.
With what he's doing with his car and stuff like that. But then obviously you look at the youth, and you and I have talked about this a lot, and we've said, hey, you take a look at, like, for instance, the quarter midget, Hagerstown Quarter Midget Association, right? There's about a gazillion kids
Yep.
running that, okay?
Yep.
And a lot of those, I equate it to this. This is like high school football. Our high school football coach told us at the last game, he said, Tom, well, not Tom, he said to everybody, well, he actually did to me once I tell you understand. He said, but for many of you, about 99% of you, this will be the last time you'll ever play any
Yeah.
organized
Yeah.
football. And when you look at the quarter midgets, truth be told, and it's reality, it's no punch to anybody, but that may be the last opportunity for young people to move on in racing, unless it's later in life on their own dime, nickel, whatever. But it's a slippery slope, because obviously we want our sport, whichever class of cars you're running, to continue to evolve and not go non-existent. And we know we're up against that battle every day.
Yeah.
The sprint car people, they're from a different planet.
Yeah.
Their battle, they just keep going and going. And we won't include them. But what I'm driving at is, to be able to have, like, I'm going to call it a minor league, a farm team, that you can look and see young men and women that have some talent and look like they're in a good spot in their life to come on board. These cars, meaning the Legends cars, is an affordable, it's safe, it's a nice class of cars for them to jump. Because you and I both know what a kid, I hate to say kid, a young man or woman, are facing to go out and say, well, I want to run a limited late model or late model. It's astronomical. It is. It's astronomical. And even a sprint, it's astronomical. A modified, it's astronomical. Then you got to find something to tow the dang thing with. That's astronomical. But this class of cars right here with the East Coast Legends, you and I have talked a lot about this. It is a great step for those young people.
Yeah, it really is, because what I call the gray time period of those young men and young women, ladies
Yeah.
coming out of the quarter midgets.
Right.
What do they do?
What do they do?
There's just a period of a few years there. Like,
Yeah.
what can we get into?
Right.
And the legends. What's nice about that is you got old guys like myself
Right.
that will race,
Right.
and then young, little Ryan Jr.
Yeah.
Was
He was Rookie of the
12,
Year.
I believe. Yeah, Rookie of the Year for
Yeah.
a series. Did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
He's 12 years old, so you can have a 40 to 50-year age gap
Right.
between drivers in this series, and it
Yeah.
works, and it still works.
And it still works. And you guys got a good level of drivers.
Yeah.
That I've interacted with all of them
Yeah.
that are pretty down to earth. You know what I mean? And stuff. But going one step further on that, obviously with your race program in Freeze Motorsports, and I call it the house cars. Okay, you looked even deeper into not even talking about bringing a young person on board, and by golly, you did it.
Yeah, and it's something I probably started out probably about a year ago, from this, roughly a year ago. As much as I still love racing these cars, I know that my age is against me. I feel I can still go out and win, but I thought, what is next when I do step
Right.
out?
Yeah.
I have Kelby and Logan and
Yeah.
Moses and everybody, but I thought, some young talent
Yeah,
is something I need to start
correct.
looking at, and no other better place than the Hagerstown Quarter
That's
Midget
what
Club.
I mean. It's like the farm team.
Right,
Matter of-
exactly. And and I did some light scanning early on in midsummer. Did more just following it, doing things, and then we talked when we had
Yeah.
the
Mid-Atlantic Junior
the Mid-Atlantic
Racing Club.
Junior
Yeah.
Racing Series up at our shop.
Yep.
And then from then on, it really got my mind
Yeah.
spinning on what to do next. And there was one young lady that jumped out at me, and I thought, I didn't know what her plans were.
Right.
And so I thought about it, and it's funny because I had her on Messenger. I had several messages typed to her.
Okay.
And I thought, well, I better not send this, because I thought I better check with her parents.
Well, yeah, right.
So I thought if
Before
I
you go signing some
Yeah.
major contract.
Well, yeah,
right?
I thought
Yeah,
I'd get this poor girl's hopes up, and
Yeah,
then
right.
mom and dad said,
Yeah,
no,
so
I don't
you
think
can't
so.
do that. No, right? You're gonna play the violin now.
You're
You're
right.
racing,
So I thought I don't want to do this to her. So
Right.
I thought. So then I reached out to her mother, Ashley, and said, "Hey, here's what I'm thinking. Here's
Yeah.
what I can offer, and here's what I'm thinking. Do you think she would have interest in this?" And she said, "I think so." She said, "I'll be in touch." And we went back and forth a little bit, and I had her and her family up at the shop, some time ago, a couple weeks ago, several weeks ago now, but and put a deal together, and we're excited about it. Really, really excited about it.
Yeah, I tell you what, and I tell you what, we're just gonna go ahead and get her up here. How about
Yeah,
it? You know
right.
what I'm saying? We're
Right
gonna
on.
go ahead and get her up. I'm gonna get out of the comfy. I'm gonna go back over to the old. Look at that.
She's prettier than you, too.
Well, I understand that. Yeah, I know. I get told that a lot. But no, the bottom line is this. This young lady, she has been more than exceptional on and off the racetrack.
Yeah.
And that goes a long ways for me, okay? It really does. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
She excels, like I said, at school.
Yep.
She excels in sports, and she's been has great achievements in the quarter midget ranks.
Yeah.
She retired, and then she came back, and then she finally retired, and she done a lot of great things with that. She's also had the privilege to be an ambassador
Yep.
for the Elbows Up umbrella Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Club, which we take a lot of pride in that, and she's done a phenomenal job this past year leading the ranks there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get her
Yep,
up here. I'd like
absolutely.
to bring up the young, talented KJ Massey. Well, KJ Massey, I believe you've sat in these chairs a couple times thus far here in the last couple years, and most recently was in the spring. Okay, you came here with the Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Club, and we talked about a dozen of your fellow racers, including yourself. And, I know that you were facing a challenging time when it came to, I'm retiring, and what am I going to do? I love to race, right? And, where do I go? What's the next step? And, man, it gives you a lot of faith that, you keep poking away and praying and dreaming, and good things happen, just like this. And, man, I'm excited. I'm super proud when I got knowledge and knew what was going on and got wind of that. I gave my approval, you know what I'm saying? And, no, I thought you couldn't have picked Hollywood, Devin. You couldn't have picked a better young person to put in a development program. And that's essentially what it is. I mean, it is. And you got the support, the backing, but now you're going to continue to make laps at the racetrack. I mean, what do you think about all this? It must still be like it's surreal, maybe.
Yeah, it definitely is such a crazy feeling to think about. Such a blessing. I was so excited because I was just getting off a very long shift. It felt like forever at my job. And
Well, where do you work at? We want to know this.
oh Lord, I work at Sweet Frog.
Okay, good. So she works too. See what I'm saying?
That's great.
Okay, so go on. So you were working. You were getting off a long shift at Sweet Frog.
It wasn't that long, but to me it felt like forever.
4-hour shift, right?
Maybe 5.
Okay, 5 hours. Go ahead. Go for it. Go ahead.
And then my mom's like, well, I got some news for you. I'm like, what? Are we losing a dog or something? I'm like, because she like said it like so calmly.
Go put the dog down. Yeah.
And then she's like, Mr. Devin Freeze recently messaged me and he wants you to drive his race car. And I just like sat there, and because I just didn't believe it. And I'm like, me? And then she's like, yeah. I'm like, wow. I was like so like stunned. I was so excited,
bet.
and I'm still so excited. It's just such an amazing opportunity and truly a blessing because I thought I was never going to get in a car again, other than a real car. But
You are a driver now in the state
I
of
am.
Maryland.
Stay off the roads.
Right.
5 days.
5 days.
People, 5 days. That's right.
But yeah, I mean, after my quarter midget season this year, it just hasn't really felt real because I think last year that's when I thought it was fully over. But then we got a ride
Right.
from Buddy and my pap.
Yep.
Um,
And your pap's been a huge
Yes.
part of a lot of things for you.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mark, correct? His name?
Mark Loxon, yep.
Yeah.
He should be watching right now.
I'm sure he is. I love to hear from your pap. He's a really, really nice man.
Man of a lot of words.
He checked in.
Yep.
Oh, he checked
Mark
in.
the Shark says he checked
Mark
in.
the Shark.
Mark the Shark. You know Mark the Shark? He's a llama farmer. You know that now, right?
Yes.
He is. He's a llama farmer.
We got 2 Marks in the house.
Two Marks. He cuts hair by day, and then on the weekends he farms llamas.
Up to 50 now.
Up to 50.
Up to 50 llamas. Can you believe that?
Hmm.
50 llamas. So, man, you thought, hey, the last time I sit in that quarter midget car with Buddy Hines' ride, right? Mm-hmm. That's it. That's
Yep.
where the buck stops, right?
Yes.
That's right. And that's an empty feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it did. It truly did not feel real at all. It
Yeah.
just happened all so quickly. Like the season has gone by so fast, and I don't know. I'm just so excited for next season. Not only to try something new, but to have a new almost like family to be a part of. Traveling more and just trying out different cars. I really like trying different tracks and cars. It makes me use my brain a little more. It gets me out of my comfort zone, and I really like doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome deal, for this to go. I mean, just think, you were just up with the Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Club on a field trip at Freeze Motorsports. Who'd ever thought you walking around there, sitting in them cars and looking at them, that man, this may become, well, the new home, obviously the new shop, but
Yeah.
this may become.
Especially
my home for
the picture of me and Logan's car is the one I'm now driving.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what's funny.
I know. It's very ironic. It truly is.
Yes.
Well, I got to be honest. It was between you and me. You know what I'm saying? And Hollywood knows my health and age. I probably just can't. No, not at all. You, my friend, bring a lot of energy You bring a lot of compassion, good values, good roots. And I'm a firm believer, especially as you get older, good people that do good things happen to them. Just because, you know what I'm saying? And I think this is a great example of that. It truly is, Devin.
Yeah, no, it is. And, going back to the day the junior club was up at the shop, when KJ got in the car, Logan's car at that time, just I remember standing out in front. You probably don't remember this, but I was standing away just watching you interact with him. He was talking to you, telling you things about the car, and I could just see you absorbing it all. And I will never forget that. And then, then towards the end of it, I know I was carrying a conversation on with your mom and your dad at that time, and just it was a good conversation, and I could just feel your interest in Legends. I never didn't know if you thought you had interest in driving one, but I wasn't 100% sure, obviously. But it just, it really stuck with me. And then as our season unfolded and went well, and and I thought I'm going to step out of it even more. I may jump in a car here and there throughout this 2026, but it won't be much at all, if at all. But I really want to concentrate on KJ's deal and Kelby and Logan's, and we have Jeremy Ott that is coming on board
Jeremy
this year
Ott's
full
coming on
time with
board
us
with you?
also. So I mean, we I feel like we have a great team, and I know Kelby and Logan are excited to have you as part of our team, and we're excited, and you're just a good ambassador for Freeze Motorsports. And like I said, we're looking forward to it.
Well, thank you so much. That's such an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I tell you, you don't get any better than that. I'm going to tell you, if this ain't a good story, I don't know what is.
There
You
you
know what
go.
I'm saying? There is good stories that do happen, people, in
Yep.
racing, and this is a prime example. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Tommy Gerdell. This is the House of Dirt, brought to you by Elbows Up Dirt Productions. We're in Studio 02 tonight. I have the talented, up-and-coming KJ Massey here. She's going to be donning the driver's suit and helmet for Freeze Motorsports in her rookie campaign year in 2026. I got Hollywood Devin Freeze flanked to my left here, obviously in the East Coast Legends ownership family pool there in Freeze Motorsports, and we just heard news from them that they're moving locations out to 900 Lincoln Way West.
800.
800. See, I'm set at the wrong place. We ain't get close, you know what I'm saying? But 800 Lincoln Way West, from Stonebridge to Greencastle, to over double the size of a facility that they, for a showroom, fabrication,
Everything.
the whole 9 yards. It's going to be the one-stop shop continues. Wow, it's amazing. Mark, what all you got up there?
Oh, we got a lot.
Oh, hey, we got a lot.
Our friend Richie Dobson, great to see the series growing more and more every year. Great group of people to be involved with. John Piper says, yo, TC and Devin, time to put the Browserville mouthpiece in a Legend car sometime. It would make for a good night.
John Piper was on Monday night.
I saw it.
And he had, I think you ought to get in one of them things with elbows up. What a great thing to, I'm thinking, oh, yeah, right, I'll move it from the trailer to the track.
Some of the things you were talking about earlier, like Ashley Wells said, agreed to what you guys said earlier about moving up. Her son went from quarter midgets to legends. Brian Scott says his son Tyler Owen started at 13, won Rookie of the Year. They can't wait for 26. Donald Stout says the series is fun with good drivers and fun to be around. Jade Poffenberger says go KJ. Kelly Logsdon says wahoo KJ.
You got quite the fan base out there.
Mark Logsdon says go KJ.
There's Pat, right? There's
Pat,
And
yep.
then the Iceman.
The
Kelby,
Iceman.
welcome to the team, KJ. Ready to watch you win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, there you go.
That's the
Okay.
goal.
He'll be cheering her on till she passes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right.
About
Yeah.
3 times to wave at him. Like, hey.
Brandon Fitzgerald says, welcome aboard, KJ.
There's Fitzgerald.
Thank you.
Okay. Man, I'm going to tell you, now, tonight you brought your mom along, right?
I did,
Okay,
yes.
Ashley, right?
Ashley,
That's
yep.
her name, right? She was the vice president, still is, of the Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Club. I know. She's done a heck of a job. I hear she's thinking about continuing on with it. I think that's wonderful. And we hate to see her go, you know what I'm saying? Thank you very much for your service. We appreciate it. And yeah, you got a lot of supporters, and that speaks volumes for you, okay? For you that you have that kind of support with your family, but other people that are extended family, you know? And you also do some other stuff, Women on Wheels.
Yes.
That's right. You really ramped that up there over the summer and had a lot going on there. Kind of a big fun. I kind of got. Fred and I were kind of getting worried. We were like going to lose airtime. I got to be honest. We were like, man, she's going to cut into like our airtime. You know, our views are going to go down. You know, now. But yeah, tell me a little bit about that. What's Women on Wheels? What do you do there?
So Women on Wheels. I think I mentioned at the last show I was here with Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Club. It's a women's race team to empower women in racing, since it is a male-dominated sport. This is not a race team that like excludes the males, but it's like helping women feel more like they belong.
Gotcha.
And that we are all in this together as a community.
100%.
Because I don't know, I feel like all girls deserve to have support, even if it's just one person behind them, whether if it's in victory lane, on the track, in the trailer, anywhere. Like, everyone deserves the love. And I don't know, I just wanted this to help build the community of racing stronger. And I've been slacking a bit with the introducing drivers, but...
Well, you're busy.
Oh, yeah.
You go to college.
Oh, yeah.
And what grade are you in?
11th.
A junior, and you take the majority of your classes throughout the day at Hagerstown Community College.
All of them are at there.
You take all of your classes at Hagerstown Community College. That's impressive. I really is.
That's
I
awesome.
told Fred on the way here I couldn't even spell Hagerstown when I was in 11th grade. Okay? Like, I was worried about other things. That's a whole other story. You know what I mean? That's
Another show.
That's a whole other show. You know. But anyways, no, that's wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know. And the Women on Wheels, you came up with this all by yourself.
I did. I was just reflecting back on my 2024 season during the off season, and just thinking about how a lot of incidents occurred.
Okay.
We're not going to get into that.
I
But
gotcha.
just I don't know. I feel like it wasn't more of a community. It was kind of different groups and
Segregated.
like yes, exactly. And I was just thinking, I don't want some girl upcoming in the racing world to have to go through anything like that.
Okay. Good
so
deal.
I decided to come up with the idea of not just a girl like learning what it's like, but I know other girls definitely go through that. So I wanted to make something where we all come together and like kind of push the negative away.
Okay. Yep.
So over the winter, I thought about it, and my mom's like, how are you going to be able to handle it? I'm like, I'll find some way. So February, I think that's when I officially created it. By, I think it was May, we had about 50 drivers on the team.
I seen you had quite a many young women drivers that were on Women on Wheels.
Yeah.
Wow.
As of right now, I think we have about 65.
Okay. That's how old Fred is. Well, Fred's 66. Yeah.
One more driver.
He'll be 67 in May. So you get 2 more, you'll be at Fred's age.
2 more.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll get
Okay.
there.
I tell you what, there's a lot to be proud of that. I'm sure your mother's proud, your whole family's proud. You know what I'm saying? To be doing, and it does take time to do all that stuff. You're exactly right, but you got the foundation of it built. You know what
Yes.
I mean? And this venture you're going on now, because you know this, and I'm going to speak out, out of text, I guess, but this adventure that you're going on, you're in it right now. Let's just say you're
Yes.
in it. Okay. It ain't like you just have to drive up or show up and race. I mean, from what I understand, you're going to have shop time and to participate with this and learn. And I think that's huge. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome right there. And for you to be able to go up there and be a part and work on the car and understand it, that'll make you only a better race car driver from the get-go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And tell me about Pappy Mark. He's gonna still be able to continue to turn wrenches and learn some stuff, isn't he? And be a part.
He might be going camping with my grandma, so we'll see about that.
Okay, I'm sure he'll go to some races. You
No.
know? Yeah. Okay. So are you? Wow, man, I'm pretty excited about getting one of these things. Well, the
I
big
am,
track.
definitely, yeah. I think it's also like a really good thing because I think you've mentioned that there's one other female racer in the series right now. Is that what you mentioned?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there is.
So I think this will
Race
be
for Ryan Walsh.
definitely something good for the series as well,
Oh, yeah,
as
100%.
extending
Yeah.
more females in the
No,
team.
I agree 100%. What number are you going to be?
34.
34. Okay, I like that. 34. Okay. Are you going to have an elbows up sticker on it?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's not going to be in the fender well or underneath the frame rail or something like
Or
that.
by the brake.
Or Brother Briggs. Look, Briggs even thought that was funny. Thanks, Briggs. Appreciate
Number
that.
one fan over there.
Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, I tell you what. I got to take a minute. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? I can't let this go.
Shout out to Briggs.
Yeah, Briggs, come up here. Come on, Briggs. Come here. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this here's Briggs Woodring. Okay, Briggs, how old are you?
15.
15 years old, and you go to Wayne's Bar and you're in the diesel mechanic program at the Career Tech.
Yep.
Okay, and Briggs here has been one of my number one followers and supporters and fans since I got on the air, and I'm fortunate tonight. He's in the house here tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to show you off here a little bit, Briggs.
There you go.
Okay, and I appreciate you always supporting, elbows up, and you're always the first one to like everything, the first one to watch, the first one to share, and you keep that up, Briggs. I appreciate it, and we'll make sure we get you all them hats and shirts like we promised to. You know. Well, thank you, Briggs. I appreciate it.
Hey, no time.
Okay. Okay, there you have it, Briggs Woodring, ladies and gentlemen. We always like to show appreciation to fans, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. And now, getting back to this number 34 stuff, okay? So where's the 34 coming from?
Earl Campbell,
Earl Campbell.
the football player.
Didn't
The
he make?
greatest number ever, 34.
No.
Nolan Ryan, Earl Campbell. That's
Well,
what
Nolan Ryan, Earl Campbell. I thought didn't he make soup or something?
Oh.
Greatest running back ever. And you're
Okay,
I'm with him.
Disney.
I've never watched really football, so I'm with him on that.
okay. And now you play other sports too, right?
Yes.
And what softball?
Softball and unified bocce. It's bocce ball with.
I like bocce ball.
It's actually pretty fun.
Bocce ball is fun. Rick
Yes.
Ecker and I played that, and we're into it. We get use tape measures.
Yes. If we're like doing like candy rounds, it's
Yeah.
at my high school. It's with kids who have like disabilities and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really fun. We have candy rounds, and whoever's like closest to the Polina, and it's like got to be perfectly measured, gets a lot of candy. It's the best
Well, I
time
can
of
tell
the
you
week.
right now, Scrub didn't talk to me for like a week. Like that. I went to the truck and got the old 25-foot power Lufkin tape measure, and we measured her off, buddy, how close it was. Oh, yeah. We were on the ground eyeing this stuff up. His wife, she was all sheep because the grandkids were there, and they're like, we just want to play. You know, I'm like, you're not closer. Oh, you did. I tell you, it was fun. I like bocce ball. It's funny you said that. That's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
We'll have to play bocce ball sometime. You know
Heck
what I'm
yeah.
saying? I guarantee you, we all can play. Even old Shark over there, if he ain't llama farming, you know, give him a little opportunity. How about it, Shark?
Yeah, I got 75 mamas.
Is it 75? It ain't 50.
Yeah, I just bought 25.
Oh, that's what Stoll's doing over there. He's on like.
You've been on llamas.
Yeah, they have their own one. Oh, shit. What do they do? Come up, tilt their head like this? Oh, that's a $60 one. Ticket. Oh yeah.
Llama livestock auction.
Livestock off the LLA. I love it.
Good stuff.
So, Mark, what do you got? Anything new for me up there?
Oh yeah, Jensen
Jensen Dillman
said,
missed Path Valley
KJ's
last year.
amazing. So happy for you. Richie said if you get back into racing, Tommy, that he'd put you right in the back. I said you'd already be back there.
Thanks, Mark. I
I'm
appreciate
here
that.
to help. Rodney Wall said just don't let him pick the gear.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. Oh right. What gear are you running tonight? I was way up, man. Up in the high end. He's like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm turning her. Well, I turned her all right. She got kapow.
Jamie Connolly says great job helping the girls coming up and racing.
Yeah, Jamie Conley. She runs a micro sprint, the TA War 270 class, number 56 at Path Valley. She's a heck of a driver like that. She's one of the best sportsmen there are.
Stacy Woodring says hello.
Yeah, Stacy Woodring, there you go. I believe that's Briggs's mama. Look at Briggs. Yeah. Well, okay, good. Hopefully she's seeing you on the camera there, Briggs. You know what I mean?
John Ballinger just checked
Hey,
in.
there's John Ballinger. You gotta love
Big
John
John.
Ballinger.
He usually checks in every show.
He does. You know John?
That's my Uncle Big John.
That's right. That's her uncle, Big John.
He's
John.
related to everybody.
Yeah, right. I know
Really?
you aren't. I tell you what, you.
There's like 1,000 people on here, and 900 of them are just for her.
Really? We're not in
There's 10
Hollywood.
here for Devin. Even
Taking the back
Kelby's,
seat.
I did too. Ain't nobody wants to watch me.
even Kelby's talking about KJ, not Devin, not
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. Well,
It's my
hey.
podcast now.
Hey, whatever. Did you ever take? Is you taking over? It's like a coup.
Yes.
Elbows up is now under.
Women on Wheels.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that's good. You got a lot of people following you, and like I said, that speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? The kind of person you are, and you're grounded. I like that. And like I said, you do well in school, and both on and off the track. And there's a lot to be said for that. I think that's a complete package. And obviously, this fella right here, he's seen that, and then that's what sparked his interest. And things like that. And going back to being an ambassador this past year. Gunnar Walls was logged on there. He was one of the first, him and Cole Slanker, ambassadors there was in the Mid-Atlantic Junior Club. And you did the 2025 year. You did it this year. And, man, you did a wonderful job on that.
Thank you.
Seriously, I can't commend you enough right there. You've done an absolutely wonderful job. And it's hard to see you growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Well, I'm not
16.
growing. I'm not growing.
Well, okay, but you're in age. You're growing. You're driving 5 days driving. 5 days. I love it. 5 days driving. That's great. And, man, Freddie, you doing good up there?
Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's good. Maybe, does she think your mom wants to say something?
No.
While she's done? You don't think your mom wants to say anything?
No.
You don't? She's deep in the audience right there. Would you like to come up and say a word?
I think she
Ashley?
prefers to be in the audience.
Okay, well, I mean, actually, she is the vice president of the Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Club. I'm very proud of that.
Until Sunday.
Of 2027. Yeah, right. So your mom must be really excited. Your dad, obviously, must be. What's your dad's name?
John.
John, that's right. He must be really excited for you as well. Your whole family's excited for
Yeah.
you. And I'm sure when this came into play, you probably went, everybody, you got it out there, right? You're
Oh, yeah.
excited to tell them.
Well, only we weren't really sure if we were allowed to tell anyone, so I just told my pap. I called my pap right afterwards, and it was what was it, 9 o'clock at night? 10 o'clock at night, maybe? I think so.
Yeah.
And he was he was asleep, and he woke up, he was like, hello? I'm like, I got a ride at Freeze Motorsports. He's like, that's cool.
Well, yeah, ain't probably was half out of it. Sleep.
Call me in
And
the
then-
morning.
Yeah, he called the next morning, and then he was all excited.
Well, I'm sure he was.
He probably thought it was a dream or something.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think he told 2 or 3 people.
Well, it was a good Thanksgiving piece, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
To share with family and friends. What a
Definitely.
great time. A holiday cheer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, going back to Devin there. Yeah, Hollywood. Things continue to talk back on the progression and the success of the series, okay? And there's been some a lot of remarkable races, that I've been to with the East Coast that have just been, the competition's just been stiff, And going to these new tracks and the car counts, and man, you just can't say enough. And then let's look at even this, the support from sponsorship support.
Yeah.
Okay. For instance, we have David H. Martin.
Yes.
Okay. Title sponsor, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Obviously, he's a sponsor here with us at Elbows Up, and they have a heck of a business. Their values are very
Great people, great family,
Yes.
just everything.
Yes, and Kirk also drives.
Yes.
Right, he drives one, and I'm sure you are, but you're Liberty that they're back.
Yep.
For 2026.
They are, yes.
Awesome. We take a look at the other company, Cannon Powder Coating.
Yep.
Okay, what a great venture that is. It's in its infancy, and from all what I'm seeing and here, that thing's growing like wildfire.
Yeah. And not to interrupt you, but yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of great sponsors that for the series.
Yeah.
Again, Kurt and his family, David H. Martin Company, just first class on everything
Yeah.
they do, and just great people. And as you said, Kurt races and just a good guy.
Yeah.
All across
all
the
around
table.
good guy. I 100% agree
Yeah,
with you.
and then there's Rita's from Chambersburg and Frederick that did a Regis Challenge point fund.
Correct.
You know, that dumped thousands of dollars into a point fund that they wanted to do for certain races this year that will be paid out to the drivers here in January. You have Seth Kirshner and his wife, Fairfield Napa, Fairfield Auto Repair, and then the Napa. His wife has a Napa store there, and Baker Door Company. I mean, like I said, without those people, I mean, it definitely makes it easier for us to do what we could do. Again, it's not
Dr. Krause?
Dr. Krause,
veterinarian. Dr. Krause. Obviously, Mark's probably in good cahoots with him. And the llamas looked at,
right.
You know what I mean?
The llamas, right.
Right. I mean, hey, whatever.
He is my llama vet.
The llama vet.
He's your llama vet. Okay, good,
Gives them
Mark.
their tetanus shot.
Yeah, but no.
But yeah, it
from
takes a lot of
Path Valley
people.
with Dr. Krause, obviously,
Yep.
and some of the races that you've had, even like Path Valley, like the Summer Slam.
Yeah, Dr. Krause does
that's
that.
huge.
It's huge, and we had another lady step up. Amy Hornbaker was in memory of her late husband that had
correct.
passed
They
away.
joined in on
put
that.
$1,000 up. That was a great paying race for the series. I think it was $1,800 to win that night up there.
That's good
and,
money.
and pay out through the field was great.
Yeah.
But without all those people, I mean, it makes it all possible.
Yeah.
And I can't thank them all enough.
Oh, 100%. So, I mean, that's what kind of team that you're coming with. You know what I'm saying? And that speaks volumes. It truly does. And even if I didn't know the guy, okay, and just knew of what they had going on, I'd say the same thing. That's a solid organization.
Yeah.
It has great backing. Just all the title sponsors and the sponsors he just named. And man, you've seen, I'm sure you've really been kind of tuning in now that you're going to be part of the Legends, of like the different drivers and who all's in the class and stuff. And there's a lot of great people in that class. They really are. They're competitive, but yet they're not, what would you say, like competitive, like nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're good people.
Well, and I kind of feel bad for KJ because normally we would already be tearing into the cars and stuff. But we've been working on the move over the last 8 weeks, and we're super close to moving and getting set up. But the cars are kind of set and stale, so to speak, because I don't want to tear them all apart and move a bunch of pieces. So I'm like, let's just leave everything together till we get moved into the new shop and stuff. But once that happens, I'll be blowing her phone up and doing this and doing that.
Yeah, there you go.
But there's no pressure for I think I told him this the day I met with her and her family up at the shop that, hey, race when you want to race. If you don't want to race the next weekend, well, okay, take a weekend off. Not a big deal. I just want her to have fun. Mm-hmm. That's very important to me and all my drivers. It's one of the last things I tell them when they go on the track. Go have fun. That's what it's about.
100%.
And that's what I want them to do. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's good. It sounds like you got a lot of stability there, and a lot of leadway to do stuff.
And then she's like me. She got a lot going on. You heard everything she's got going on. So
the sweet frog thing. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, I can't get discounts.
And I love ice cream, by the way.
Yeah, I hear you on that. That's what I'm talking about.
Join our reward system.
Okay, there you go.
Stall, what do you got?
I don't know if I'm spelling these or pronouncing his name right.
You're a
Chris
llama farmer. Who?
Nickel.
Nickel? Yeah.
He said, I hope Devin has coffee and donuts ready for the grand opening.
Oh, I'm sure.
I told him you're going to have filet and champagne.
Right.
Filet and champagne.
Chad Trout commenting on a great show.
Chad Trout. There you go.
Wow.
Glenn
Good to hear.
Grimm says hello.
Hi, how you doing?
And we're over here. I'm trying to get Jeremy Ott to come on the show, but he says negative. He's too shy.
That's a tough cookie to talk, but I like talking to Ott.
We'll get through that.
Yeah.
That's in his contract. He just didn't read the fine print.
You'll know elbows up real
Everybody
well.
from the Freeze team has to come on the show.
Oh, yeah. Hell, yeah. There's a good many of
We
them
can do that
have.
sometime, but yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Ott, I can't speak enough about Jeremy Ott, obviously, his abilities, whether it's in a Thunder car or whether it's in
it's funny because when when we got into this legend thing with Kelby and Colton, my nephew, my dad said, hey, I raced supers and we sold out in 2018. And, I was done with racing at that point, and Dad came to me, I think it was 2020, I believe, and he's like, hey, he said, I'm thinking about buying these legend cars for the grandkids. And I'm thinking, oh, hell. Like, I thought I was done with this, and so like, okay, so we did it. And then that summer, Colton blows his knee out.
Okay.
playing basketball, tears everything. Kelby had to have 2 major back surgeries.
Right.
So we got these cars, and Kelby's like, "Why don't you start driving?" I'm like, "I'm done driving. Like my driving's
Right.
over. Like I'm done.
Right.
Like he kept. I'm like, okay, I'll start driving. So I got on, but to get to Jeremy, and then the battles that me and him have had
Oh, yeah.
with one another. I mean, just just a first class
Yeah.
guy
Yep.
that again, Freeze Motorsports are excited to have. He represents us well, as KJ well, and the rest of our drivers. But he can get. He's just one of those types that can jump in anything and will it. He's a will man, and I like that in him. And it was an honor for us to have him in. We put him in Kelby's car one night at Winchester, and which was good for Kelby to see.
Yeah.
What that car can do.
Sure.
And, I think Jeremy, what he liked what he felt in our car compared to his.
Yeah.
And then, he drove mine there a couple of times at the end of the year and had real good success in it. And, like I said, I struck a deal with him here to race full time. Again, he's kind of the same thing. There's no pressure. If he wants to go camping, he does camping, him and his wife and family. I'm like, go camping,
Right.
I mean, do it. It's fine.
That's where I fill in.
So, yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, it's good things are coming.
Yeah, 100%. I enjoy. I was, like I said, enjoy talking to Jeremy and everything. And I mean, he's had great success there early on in Winchester. Remember, he was racking them up.
Oh,
there, and doing great. What you got, Stahl?
Just 2 more. Brian Jones says, congratulations, KJ.
There's Brian
Thank
Jones.
you.
Our flagman Buddy Allen says, ask KJ about her suit.
I was just about to say, shout out to Hot Shoe Racewear.
That's right. Hot
We've
Shoe
spent-
Racewear.
He's paying you to say that, or
No.
You didn't say it yet, so he comes through me to get you to say it.
No, I was waiting
That's
for
free
the right
advertisement for
time.
Alan.
Yeah.
He's flagging out of Gateway. Did you know that?
I thought somebody had said that he was out of Gateway flagging like that. Yeah. But no, Alan Grace, obviously, he's the week in, week out flagman at Path Valley Speedway and other places throughout the year. He's also got Hot Shoe Racewear.
Yes.
And he outfits a lot of people.
Yeah, he does. Does a great job.
Yeah, he does, for sure. Alan does a really great job. So thanks for tuning in, Alan. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's my first time getting like an actual customized suit other than off eBay.
Right?
It's been an experience.
Look at that, huh? Like that.
That's
See?
awesome.
I got Briggs laughing.
I
You're
know
doing something
you got
right.
Briggs. That is a coat of many colors. Put it all together. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I got to tell you, I was really excited to have you both on here tonight, and it's always a pleasure talking to you and
Definitely.
and keeping up with you and such. And I just seen you recently at your quarter midget banquet. In fact, I spoke there a little bit.
Yes.
For you.
I was so surprised, like you were there, and then I looked back on Facebook at I think Lindsay Merkel posted it.
Yeah.
She's like my best friend.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, I saw it. She posted it, and I'm like, wasn't he just here?
I was just there. I was on the move, one place to the next. That's how it
Isn't
works.
that like 2 hours away?
No, it was like in 40 minutes. You know what I mean? We got a helicopter, elbows up one. Yeah. So Fred got his amateur pilot's license.
Yeah.
Yeah. We keep
Comes
it
over and looks at my llamas.
Plus,
Exactly.
Or did you ride the llamas there?
Yeah, well, no. We went with Fred. He's pretty good flying. You know what I mean? So we got there pretty quick. Yeah. We'll let you and your mother ride sometime in it.
All right.
But yeah, exactly. Look at mom. You know what I'm saying? To vice president. But no, it's been a pleasure. Obviously, watching you grow over the past few years, on and off the track, and with the Mid Atlantic Junior Racing Club, and being an ambassador there. And like I said, I couldn't think of a better fit for Freeze Motorsports for a young person to get involved and to develop and teach. And I know you're very attentive. And pick up things pretty quick, And I think as much as you want to learn, as far as you want to go, that guy right there, he'll offer that to you. I've guaranteed 110% I'd put on that. For Devin Hollywood and looking at Freeze Motorsports and the East Coast Legends, from my standpoint, like I said, out of the from the outside, I guess, from this world that I'm in. The statistics don't lie, for one. The numbers don't lie when you just look at that as far as car counts and drivers and tracks. And it's been amazing. And the growth there has been exponential. And on the inside, I know that the work and dedication of Devin and his team to continue to grow into one of the best classes of cars that you're having to turn down tracks because you can only go to so many, speaks volumes. And this new move, remember where it's at?
800. 800.
Lincoln Way West, very good. 800 Lincoln Way West, that's good. This new shop, I think, opens up a lot of new avenues.
Yeah, it will. Like I said, we're super excited about it all, and I just want to thank all of our drivers of our series. I think we had 92 or 3 members this year that signed in East Coast Legend races, and and it's guys like yourself, Tommy, and Elbows Up for what you do for not only East Coast or Freeze Motorsports, but all your sponsors, all your shows of getting the word out. So we thank you and
100%.
your production team and.
That's right, fast, Freddie, and sharp.
Yeah, and of making it all possible. So we couldn't do it without your help.
Well, I appreciate that. I very much do. And you guys have come down here and on what night is it? Thursday night, right? A Thursday night, and spend some time with us. And as we grow, you grow. As you grow, we grow. And that's what I continuously talk about week in and week out on my show. I asked him. I never do not say this. I always say it. It's the big wheel that turns in motorsports has a lot of different pieces to it.
Yeah.
And all them pieces have got to work together to some degree in today's world to continue to
make it work.
in this sport. This is not 1990. It's not 1965. It's 2026 almost, and it's a different world.
Yes.
And we all need each other, What you do, especially with the Women on Wheels, I think that's impressive as well.
Thank you.
Very much so. And sometime I'm going to put it to you like you put it to me back in this, where I'm going with this, but in the spring. She looked at me and said, we should collab sometime with our
did
shows.
see.
Huh? What do you think? That's
That's
what the
great
big
idea.
stars say, Hollywood.
That's
We
right.
should collab. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Episode number 74 tonight here in Studio 02 at the House of Dirt, Elbows Up style. We appreciate you all tuning in. We wish this young lady, KJ Massey, the best and brightest future, the best of luck where she's going. Couldn't be a better fit for you. We
Thank
wish
you.
Devin and his group, obviously, with the East Coast Legend, Freeze Motorsports, and all his drivers, the very best of luck. And I know that they will succeed in whatever they're doing. And yeah, it's great to see you guys. And man, I can't speak highly enough about what you got going on and what you're getting a chance to walk into it. And you know what? Here's the thing. You need to lay your head down at night, okay, and think about, man, I'm very thankful for that, but I want you to think about something else that you earned it, okay?
Yeah.
Seriously, you earned it too. And that's, you earned it, plus the opportunity was there. And that's what makes this stuff happen right there. So it's a good deal. So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you tuning in. Once again, elbows up, big energy here all the time. We love our fans. We love everybody. Hell, everybody we love. Mean along the time. And we'll be back here. It looks like December 18th, which is not next Thursday, but the following Thursday on the House of Dirt. We're going to have another episode, which will be episode 75, Fred. We're starting to near that 100 mark. Who'd have ever thought? Exactly right. But till then, have a great week. And if you're going to do it, you do it elbows up. We'll see you then.